Just to start off the video, I just have to say people are feeling down, people are feeling depressed of the current landscape of the world right now, and I just have to say it's all going to be okay. The reason why is because usually when people focus on social media, the news, what people are saying around them, echoing pretty much what the mainstream media is trying to say to them, um, I'm gonna tell you this, it's not like that. As a 22-year-old British person living in Europe or England, I could understand why people are feeling so under the weather because of the current landscape that we're in right now. But the things that I do on a day-to-day basis, my habits aren't always good, my habits aren't always bad, but the natural progression of things throughout a young person's life to adulthood, I would imagine, is getting better habits and becoming more of a fulfilled, established person. Through hard times, it only makes you stronger. Whatever kills you makes you stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, I mean. And you might take it metaphorically or you might take it literally. Please take it metaphorically. In these hard times, you will work harder, you will be more focused on the things that actually make you depressed rather than things that make you feel good, but that only makes you a resilient person. The best advice that I can give for people right now, and I wish people told me this advice at 18 years old, is just simply talk to people. And I'm not just saying, like, talk to your parents, and definitely don't talk to strangers on Discord. Go talk to people, go talk to people who you relate to, or just anyone. Just go out, have a cigarette. Well, for me anyway, I'll have a cigarette, but have a cigarette, talk to people, and relate to one another. Someone who used to work as a warehouse worker for 8 hours a day, just picking up heavy items, sure, it was a mad depressing thing to do. It was fucking hell. It was hell on earth, I'll tell you that. But as soon as the day was over, as soon as I clocked out of my shift, I felt pure bliss. I felt like I just entered out of hell into, the nice cold air that we have in England, and I could have a cigarette, I could go eat, I could watch whatever the fuck I wanted to do until I fall asleep and start to work all over again. Like a natural cycle of hell to heaven, wherever you want to take it. But I only did that for a couple of years and upgraded through the workforce. I no longer work in a warehouse rather than an office job. And you know what, it's fine, just living in hell it's not always, fun. But in order for you to have a much more fulfilled life, a much more established life, you need to hone the skills that you have. You need to chisel the sword, and that requires hell to go through, and then at the end of the day you'll feel a much more complete person. But realistically, people do feel like the current economic ladder is pretty bad right now. It's false, people might think, but I don't think it is. I think it's just more of a thing that you have to be more resilient and much more patient to work for. Like that, nothing it has a 0% chance. Nothing in life has a 0% chance unless you strive for it, unless you put your head down and talk to people, make connections, and go through hell. That's all I have to say. Even to younger people that are like 10 years younger than I am. I'm 22, so let's just say 12 to 16-year-olds to 18-year-olds. Just enjoy the time that you have at school. Trust me, it's going to get a lot more worse. Not just to depress you, that I don't mean that as a bad thing, I mean that as a good thing. Once you hone the discipline that you have in school, do your homework, do all the work that you need to do, the chances of you ending up working as a blue collar job is much more less. It's less chance for you to work on a blue collar job. Don't do drugs, don't do any of these things, don't do the things that I've done. Don't do the things that I've done, which is pretty much what the schools have said in the assembly. Oh yeah, don't do this, don't do that. I pretty much avoided those types of things, trust me, and I'm better now. It took like 4 years maybe to just get out of the hellhole that I was in, but it was pretty much fucking hell, I'll tell you that. I can assure you that it was pretty much hell. But just focus on the things that you want to do. Like, no one's rushing you, and if anyone's rushing you, just don't listen to them, okay? Like, even if you're about to go homeless, even if you're about to do all this shit, there's 0 point of you losing your head over things. 0 point. like I said with the current advice, just focus on school, keep your head down, always study, and also go to the gym rather than, doing drugs. Both men and women should go to the gym. If you're skinny, go to the gym, gain weight, eat as much food as you want. If you're, large, for example, I want to use that word large as a PC, or just big boned, go to the gym so you can lose the calories. You'll feel much more defined and refined person. And and read books. It'll sharpen your brain. Start playing chess. Okay, just to conclude this video then, with the things that I already said, you should take the advice right now. I'm not a 30-year-old, I'm not a 40-year-old, but I've had the life experience of people. I was once a sheltered person until I wasn't, and when I wasn't sheltered, it's a much more harsh world out there. And I wish I had the things that I had to make me more stable. But yeah, just to conclude, listen to what I said. Don't worry about a thing. Don't lose any of your brain cells. If you're struggling through things like addiction, all those things, just take your time. And even if you relapse, like, you're not God. You're literally not God. Just take it slow. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Don't listen to any of the left-leaning or right-leaning, oh yeah, the world's ending, QAnon, Pizzagate type shit. Chances are they're fake, and they're only there just to make some money out of your fears and, developing schizophrenia. But okay, no. Take care now. Subscribe.